Quarterfinal match, only you. Quarterfinal match between Hartigan and Matt Black and Lemon Black, Victor Berg and Vargas. Vargas serve, love off. Nope. One love. One all. Two one. Coming in, 2 all. That's left. 2 all. Three two. That's left. 3-2 from the left. The ball. 3-2. Four two. Four two. Serve. Right side. Let go.
What am I giving him?
Yeah.
5-3.
That's cool.
4-5. Five all. Six, 5. Seven, 5. 8-5. Eight, 5. Eight, 5 from the right.
Really? Stroke?
Let go.
Which side?
Right side. Eight, 6. Nine, 5 from the left. Nine, 6. Ten, 6. Seven, 10. 7-10. 8-10. 8-11, right side. Right side. Nine 11. Twelve 9. Thirteen, nine. 9. 14, 9. 14, 10. Hartigan and Domenick lead 1 game to love all. Yes, left.
Guess left. Two up. Side out. 1-2. Two all. Three, two. Three all. Four, three. All's good. 5-3. Sorry, 4 all. Five, four. Second from the right, 5 all. Six, 5. Seven, 5. Yes, left. 7-5.
Okay, guys, here we are. Ivan Baden and Ned Mars. Sorry for the late start commentating. We are jumping in on a bit of a surprising score. Domenick Hartigan leading 1-0 and 8-5 in the second game.
Hey guys, nice to be here. Yeah, jumping in right here. A bit of a surprising score to start off right now, with Matt Domenick and Will Hartigan taking the first game, 15-10 over Victor Berg, a wily veteran who has looked a little bit off here, and Anvari. How's the game been looking for you so far?
Well, it looks like Anvari and Berg are making more mistakes than they wish. I think Domenick and Hartigan are doing a good job keeping the pressure. Let me ask you, if you're the top seed and you are Berg and Anvari right now, and you're the top seed and things are not going your way, what are you doing?
Well, you do something differently. I just walked in, so I haven't seen the match so far. How's it look so far? What have they been struggling with?
Just 2-minute forced error. Be interesting to see if they can turn this game around. I think it's crucial for them.
Great shot by Will Hartigan there.
Second, 6-10.
You know, so I played against Will and Matt yesterday, and boy, that team was really tough. Both Johan and I, my partner, came out of it scratching our heads, wondering how do we beat these guys. We ended up losing 3-1, so we did take a game. But, you know, this was a tough match. These guys look like they're in top form.
Great shot, Victor.
Great shot there by Victor. I think they're really looking to push the pace.
Victor from the right.
As Will hits the ball about as hard as anyone, and Matt can really slot in a good shot on his forehand.
Yep.
Yes, left.
So I'll be really interested to see what Victor and Hamid do. I love watching those two. They are both incredible shot makers.
Very creative. Yep, there goes again, Victor.
Victor with...
Although we're not sure. It sounds like the referees
look good from here. Very awkward looking shot. Let's look at the replay. That ball looks like... It looks down in the replay.
Ball's good.
They call it good.
going good.
It's tough to tell. The referees don't get the benefit of looking at the replay, which we do. So the ball is called down. Sorry, it's called good. Will just slamming it. He loves that shot.
Oh, Ahmed, there you go again. Fortunate error.
It's not an error you see a lot out of Hamid. He knows how to hit that shot. The way that we tried to beat Will and Matt yesterday was hitting the ball down the middle, and it definitely slowed them a little bit. But it wasn't good enough to win a match.
It's often the
Right
one
there.
of the tactics used when you have the righty and a lefty.
That's right.
I know this from experience since I'm playing with a lefty myself. That would have hurt.
Yes, left.
We'll try desperately to get out of the way there.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's definitely a big advantage to have a lefty on the left wall.
absolutely.
But you can take advantage of that weakness in the middle if you can hit it hard and accurately there. I think on this court it's a bit difficult because the ball bounces a little bit less than true on this court. It kind of wobbles from side to side and can easily go into someone's.
Good shot from Ahmed.
Great shot by
Good drop
Side
shot.
out, 10-11.
But yeah, just what I'm saying is the ball can easily go into someone's sweet spot, even on what looks like a good shot here. So we're now getting down to the crunch time.
Second serve.
10-11.
Hartigan up 11-10, and this looks like a game that Ahmed and Victor really need to win.
It'd be tough to recover from that true love deficit.
Yeah, it's always tough. That's a really high drop shot from Victor, and now in control of the point.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
great
seems
shot.
that they're really trying to. It seems like Domenick and Hartigan are really trying to open up the court with the pace, which has been working out well for them so far. You see those big winds up.
I think it's going to be a long point here. Both teams know the value of winning this point. Great shot. Oh, he plays
Behind
it.
the back
Definitely
from
didn't have to play
Anvari.
that. You love that kind of action.
Oh, no.
Another error.
Second from the right, 11-12.
Huge point.
Yeah, another one right here. Love it. Using of the angles here. Will is just hitting the ball so hard.
Good use of the space too. I like the way Hartigan is moving his feet to take some extra space when he gets a chance to box out Anvari.
Yep, he's quite good at that. He's got a big, wide frame and can really use his space. Knows how to use his feet and block out, and then just unloads. Well, he played that ball that was going out.
There goes again the high pace, trying to open up the court so they can go short. Ooh, that's going to be a
there.
stroke.
Stroke.
That is a stroke.
13-12.
Ball comes right back at Matt.
Coming right
Yeah,
back at
looks
him.
like the right call. $13-12.
Ooh.
Out of court. Second serve here.
Now you often find teams who try to pick on a single player when they play. Did you find yourself targeting Domenick or Hartigan yesterday, or were you just trying to move both guys back? Or what was the?
Yeah.
I know you talked about the middle.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Side out, 13-all.
At 13-all now, we knew a lot more about Will than we knew about Matt. Neither of us had really played Matt before, and we knew how strong and dangerous Will was. Just really a solid player all around. Looking for a stroke there, but I think that's the right call. Definitely room to play. I thought maybe we would try targeting Matt. Oh, lucky bounce off the serve to bring him to game point.
That's a big serve right there. That's good. That could be an expensive whiff.
But if you're in Victor and Hamed's shoes, I don't know if I could give them good advice about who to go after.
There
And
you
a nice
go.
lucky shot to win it. Call it luck, call
Domenick.
it skill. Fast hands, but that ball didn't hit much more than an inch above the tin. But going back to what you said, when we were playing them yesterday, Johan and I tried straight down the wall against Matt, and he would put all the balls away.
Yep.
And we really knew what not to do after that, but we didn't have a good, solid plan as to what we could do to win.
And how about on the flip side, if you're playing Victor and Ahmed, knowing that on paper Victor is probably the stronger player, but he's obviously playing on the left side, which is not necessarily his preferred wall. What do? Do you pick on Ahmed, or do you go for Berg, or how would you handle that?
I don't know that you have to go for either one guy here. I think the strategy that Will and Matt are pursuing is hit it hard, get them off balance, stay in the front, and then use the angles. And it seems to be working. This is definitely a bit shocking to see them up 2-0, but they are in control of most of these points. You often see, so a guy like Hamed, I think, is a really good shot maker. And you've seen a lot of errors from him so far, and that's just a sign, usually, of when someone's uncomfortable.
Well, for those of you who are not familiar with the two, Ahmed is sometimes called by his nickname, the Magician, for the trick shot he executes on the court. Unfortunately, magic is not on right now.
Not right now. They're going to have to pull a rabbit out of their hat to make this one a win.
Yeah, that's surely going to be interesting.
Yeah, he certainly is a magician. He looks like he doesn't care, and then he'll flip a shot in.
I like also the body language of Domenick and Hartigan. They look really, hungry for a victory there. Look at them.
I'll tell you what, I don't like to take sides, but it makes me look a lot better if they win 3-0 tonight. Would you be playing one of these teams?
Yeah, we actually are playing the winner of that match tomorrow in the semifinals. We were fortunate earlier today. We won our quarterfinal against Graham Bassett and Carl Baglio.
Yeah, and congratulations to you again on making the semifinals.
Thank you. So it's obviously interesting for me to be watching this match and get your sense of the tactic I should be using tomorrow.
I wish I had better advice for you.
So guys, we are back. Beginning of third game, about to start. Surprising score with
Hartigan and Domenick
Domenick and Hartigan up 2-love. By the way, a little shout out for all the people in Philadelphia. I promised Domenick I would do that. So.
Well, they're all pretty excited right now to see a scoreline
are.
like this.
Oh,
all right.
Just missed that one.
Well, it's hard to make any kind of conclusion from 1 point, but I like the way that they played that. Hamed and Victor looking like they're going for lobs and patience this game.
Well, the beginning of this third game is going to be crucial because if they really want to have a fighting chance, I think they need to, have a solid start. Ideally, be a little ahead of the score so they stay loose on their shots and hopefully, win that third game. If they start behind, they might get a little nervous and producing more errors.
That's right.
So this beginning is very, very important for them right now.
Ooh, that was a very close ball. That almost hit Victor, which would have been a stroke. But he does get a lead out of it. Freddie Reed telling me he doesn't think it would have been a stroke. That's a let ball. 1-0. I think this game's going to last a lot longer.
There you go.
That's a great shot.
That's a good reverse. Boom. Magic.
It's a very positive start.
So, folks, for the listeners who are maybe not as familiar with squash doubles and need some tactical advice, usually the preferred tactic is to earn the right to go short by pushing the ball deep, which can be done by either hitting the ball hard or high. And like Ned, I think like you said, it sounds like Victor and Ahmed are now trying to slow down the pace, lifting that ball up to get in front of Hartigan and Domenick.
I think
for their shots.
I think you're right on point with that. And as you can see, Domenick hitting a pretty simple ball into the tin last shot, hitting a great shot there. But the tactic has changed certainly, and you can see the patience really kind of paying off for the team in white, and they need it. They need to come back here and start off strong.
Oh, careful, little confusion here with Jordan Greenberg at the mic. 3-1.
Great defense there by Team White.
Yep, you see both teams trying to push the other guys back. Oh, he goes another left.
Getting a
Probably,
let there.
yeah.
Very difficult to hit a straight winner down the right side.
Rarely happens if everybody is doing what they're supposed to.
Right.
There you go, Hartigan trying to open up again with some pace. Ahmed looking for the height.
Little opening there. Going for the hard shot.
Good drop by Victor.
They're starting to attack a little bit more. I think they're feeling.
There we go. Boom.
That's a beautiful shot.
Boom. What a reverse.
People at home, do not try that. You will miss very, very much more frequently than you will hit that. Only a magician like Victor can do that. I guess they're both magicians. What do you think?
It's a magic show right now. Hartigan down the middle, slows down with the lob.
Yeah, it's almost a shame not to see Victor on his preferred side to right because of how good he is on the ball.
Oh,
beautiful!
Boom,
Everyone
again.
is
Great
really
drop shot.
really hitting some straight drop winners right now.
This is the Wild West out here.
I'll tell you what, the fans here at the Racquet Club of St. Louis are loving it. They only get to see this quality doubles about once a year.
3-4.
3-4, closing the score. So now it's going to be interesting. Are they going to keep the lead, or are things going to get tight?
Beautiful tight shot.
Yeah, I like what Domenick is doing. He's trying to have a good mix up between the hard shots and the wide angles and the bottom shots, and I think he's playing smart right now.
He looks really good. You're right. He certainly is. He comes off as the weaker partner, but I really don't think that's the case, because he can be dangerous wherever. Seen a lot out of Ahmed so far this game. I'd like to see if he can really start to show some of that trademark magician.
Oh, there you go, good shot.
Victor's really the one who seems comfortable right now. If I'm Domenick and Hartigan, I'm trying to hit the ball hard at Ahmed every time I can. Just until he proves, which I'm sure he will, but he has to prove it, that he can hit that shot. Another great shot by Victor. Slowing it down, making Domenick try and hit off the back, and as you can see, it's just squeezed too far.
Up to 6-4. It's interesting. I thought Domenick was going to go down the rail there. He had done a good job boxing out Victor with his feet. Chose to go cross court again at Ahmed. Oh,
that is
shot.
a trademark Will Hartigan shot.
Another great shot.
6-5.
Set up again by a bit of a weak shot from Ahmed. I'll tell you what, it's great to see Victor Berg back on tour.
Yeah, we missed him. I think he was going for 12 months or so.
Yeah, something like that.
I think he's now based in Las Vegas.
At his height, he was up to, was it #1 in the world?
Yeah, that's correct. I remember my beginnings. We often win the qualies and then always feed into Berg and Mudge or Gould and Price, which at the time was a tall order.
Yeah, he seemed to be the only one that could do it. All the best guys on tour seem to be about 6'6". And Victor's just a little bit shorter than that. And you can start to see that patience is paying off for the white team.
Anvari and Berg pulling away 9-5. They need this game desperately.
And a great play, great call there. Very sporting from Ahmed, double hitting that ball. I don't think anyone saw that. Ooh, what's the call here?
Stroke.
That's going to be a stroke.
7-9.
As you can see,
see.
yeah, that's ready to
gap
play
is,
it.
the gap is closing now. They have to be careful if they want a shot at the 4th game.
Yeah, 2 very easy points there.
Oh,
Oh,
that's why you volley.
that's why the 6'6" guys have a little bit of an advantage.
Right side.
So 10-7.
Guys taking a little quick reset.
Yeah, it looks like Victor and Ahmed are on the same page.
Yeah, I think so. Great shot by Matt, just create the opening. Now there's the fire. Ball just barely stays in. Oh, through the legs.
Between the legs.
Oh, Victor's really starting to play aggressively. Great shot by Matt. That ball all the way around. This is a great point.
Yeah, good defense by Ahmed.
Really good defense, really good offense. We're seeing everything here.
Oh,
Oh, is that going to
There
have
you go,
enough?
the
It
ball is
stays
alive.
in.
fun.
This is a beautiful point. Great shot.
This is gonna be tricky.
Oh, they give him a lead. And
Victor
Victor
disappointed. I
is
think
not
he was
happy.
ready for the stroke there.
Looking at
Let's see on
that.
the replay. He thought he was ready.
What do you think of that call?
It's tough. I think he could have played that actually. You know, I think Domenick hit a bad shot, but cleared quickly. Maybe it was worth putting your racket on there.
Well, we do have the benefit of seeing the replay. They have to see it live. All 3 referees calling a let there.
7-10. Victor trying to regain focus.
Yeah, it's very easy to lose focus after a bad call. Victor is a world champion. He knows how to do it.
There goes again Hartigan taking space for that smart shot. Smart shot by
Really
Victor.
smart.
Good job.
Really smart.
Side out, 11-7.
Very early attack. And a great
Good
lob.
job.
12-7, so
Yeah.
a comfortable lead.
Ahmed on a good streak here. Out of court,
Yep.
second serve.
I think we're starting to see a little bit of a change in dynamic. The momentum certainly favoring. Oh, Victor. If no one else, definitely Victor.
13-7.
Look at that, just feathering it right into the nick. And that ball's out.
And there we go. Couple of game balls here for white team.
Wow.
14-8.
He's gonna
Beautiful shot.
He's gonna need about another
That's right.
7 of those.
Beautiful shot, but it means nothing. There's still a long way to go before they can win this game.
And there we go. Great shot by Victor. Boom.
That's just beautiful.
1-2.
So that definitely looks like they slowed down the pace in that third game.
They did, and you definitely could see a little bit more frustration, maybe a little more panic out of the black team, and I think we got a game here. This next game should be very fun to watch, at the very least.
It's gonna be interesting to see how Hartigan and Domenick manage their emotions. You know, being the underdog, but still being up in the score in a
Right.
potential semifinal. But like you say, it sounds like the momentum has shifted a little bit. So
Definitely. And
it'll be good to see how they react to that.
Victor has been here before many times. Victor's, I'm not sure how old Victor and Hamid are, but significantly older than Will and
Definitely
Matt.
more experience on the tour, which obviously is going to play a role. It looks like Anvari is feeling great right now. Chooses not to get out of the court. Wants to tune his shots.
Yep, you haven't seen any shots from him so far.
Yeah, I think he's feeling a little frustrated. Maybe made a few more errors than he wishes. And I think for the white team, that's going to be a crucial part of for their success. Victor is going to make his set amount of winners and a couple of errors, but I think it's going to be a lot of this is going to depend on Ahmed and
I think so.
And how he negotiates that fourth game and potentially that fifth game.
Yeah, you can tell he's certainly trying to feel his way around the court and get more comfortable, because he would certainly be more used to hitting more winners than he has. And if you're Will and Matt, do you try and up the pace again?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm always reticent to give a lot of time to guys who can shoot well. I think it's just asking for trouble. Of course, there's a way to do that, and I think that even if you choose to hit the ball hard, there are many moments when you should hit the ball high and lob the ball. It's definitely one of my favorite shots, and you have the opportunity to do that on this court. But definitely, let's just say you can't have just one or the other. You can't.
That's right.
You don't want to give a team the opportunity to get in the groove or get used to a pace. You really have to keep mixing it up.
That's right. I would expect that kind of advice out of you. People who don't know Swiss, one of the steadiest backboards in the game, uses great height and timing to really just put his opponent at the back.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say that. So let's see.
You are ranked, what, 3, 4 in the world right now?
Yeah, 3. I think we are the 3 and 4 with my partner Monik Mature. It's a good drop shot there.
Yeah, a very well-known team of Monik and Van Badan, also known as Swiss, who have really started charging this year after a great win in Atlanta, beating world number 1 team, long-time world number 1 team, Ben Gould and Damian Mudge. This could be a changing of the guard year. Love to see some new fresh blood on tour taking over, and we wish you well.
Thank you. Well, we hope we're doing our best. So 3-love here in the fourth game, Anvari and Berg again taking a good start, and we noticed in the last game that was a good strategy for them. That was a good outcome. Now 4-0. They're definitely going to feel more relaxed and more willing to shoot. You can see again Ahmed lifting that ball, trying to find the right moment to go short. I'm gonna bet $1 here and say we're gonna go in 5 games.
I think if the start of this game is any indication, we certainly are.
Good shot, boom, magic.
Starting to fire
Ahmed
his
with
shots.
with the reverse.
And you can see that this game, the momentum has completely swung, and the guys in control are wearing the white shirts right now.
This game is very much a position game, as you know, and I'm a little surprised that Domenick and Hartigan are not choosing to step a little further forward, because I don't think that neither Ahmed or Victor are particularly known for their heavy power.
No, neither of them. That's right.
So I think this is also one of the dynamics that has changed. I think the first two games we saw the black team more forward and ahead, and the whites trying to shoot from the back. And now we find the white, well in front of the red line. Black team content to be behind, and of course the short shots are paying off. Ahmed trying to get a lead out of that. Yep, he did.
You can see a little bit of complacency even in the black team.
Yeah, I think they're a little rattled. They were on that 2-love high, and and suddenly the momentum shifts. Sometimes it's difficult to get back into it.
Yeah, I'd like to see them attempt to really start to fire it, because they've got no momentum right now. There's such a sense of panic when you just don't know how to win a point anymore.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. There you go.
That is a gift.
They need some points on the scoreboard right now.
Yes,
1-7. Ahmed complaining about something. I can't tell.
They've got to 1-7.
Yeah, see now I find that the body language has changed a little bit for the black team. As I mentioned, between game 1 and 2, I felt like their shoulders were up and they were on their tippy toes with a spring in their step. Now I feel like they're looking a little bit more heavy, for the lack of better words, and just not as excited.
Well, definitely.
And I'm not sure how they're going to gain that excitement again.
Well, they've clawed back 2 points here, but it's still at the will of the white team. We have some...
magic.
What a great
Boom.
shot.
The magician with a great straight drop.
2-8.
There's some great hors d'oeuvres being served downstairs.
We are jealous. We can smell that.
Yeah, definitely making us want to check it out. None of us have to play again, at least today.
Okay, 8-2.
8-2.
Victor trying to distribute the ball around the court. That was higher than Ahmed wanted. There you go, Hartigan again taking the space.
That's where they want to be. They want to have that ball bouncing slowly around the middle.
Exactly, and that's what they want to stay away from, trying to shoot from the back.
Exactly.
Playing cat and mouse with a team that's known for their, creative play.
I would like to see him hit that hard there.
10-2.
Matt, great at the reverse, but trying to feather it into the nick when you're not feeling it is really a difficult task. Trying to go really soft. I'd like to see him hit that hard too. Just can tell that they're off their game now.
There you go. Boom. Magic
will.
again.
Ahmed shooting at will.
Well, and you can see the shift of momentum is happening both ways. I think the black team is not playing as well as they want anymore. They as we said, their body language and their movement isn't where it needs to be. And then on top of that, I think the white team is playing significantly better. I think Ahmed has trimmed down a lot on the errors and then make many winners. And one thing into the other, suddenly they're winning games with the black team only getting to single digits. Third game at 15-8, and now we're in the fourth at 13-2. I doubt they'll get to double digits. And
this game is almost over.
14-2.
yeah, I think they're throwing it away now. And
is there anything that the black team can do while they're still on court this game to get some momentum back, to try and...
Yeah, there you go.
It's too late now.
Now they need to have a serious power and come up with a good strategy, because otherwise they're going to be kicking themselves later, thinking that they had this match in their hands.
Right. 15-2 is a commanding win in that game. Anvari and Berg certainly looking like the favorites going into this fifth. And that's what experience does. Just the longer time that they've been on court and in front of crowds, this means that they can take a lot of different kind of things that come at them, whatever it might be.
I think this is one of the many attractive features of this game, that you know, the tactical side of it is so important, and you can find patterns and spots on the court where you feel you can exploit the weaknesses of the other team. And you know, to Berg and Anvari's credit, they've been doing a good job at that right now.
That's right. And we should also commend Jordan Greenberg, the head referee, for doing a great job so far.
Jordan, the head assistant at the University Club of New York, who had a first run with Robert Burns from the Country Club of New Canaan. Little shout out for Bobby and Jordan. Good pals of ours, great guys. Unfortunately, their match didn't go their ways yesterday. But hey, it happens, and I'm sure they'll get ready for the next one.
Also to the many members and former members of Trinity College who are playing on the doubles floor. Trinity having a storied program themselves, but also producing many pros who've continued on. You know, a number of which have come here and have started playing a lot of doubles. So we have a lot to owe to Paul Asiante and his program for this.
Yeah, Coach Asiante, Paul Asiante, who was my coach in college. Big hugs to you, Paul. I miss being under your leadership. I know he's doing some great job still at Trinity, and he's now taking charge of the U.S. national team. And I'm sure everybody's very excited about that, knowing what a tremendous person that Paul is, and all the success he has generated in so many areas.
That's right. And now, great news on that front. That position, that coaching position, is now fully endowed. A nice gift coming in the form of a big lump sum from a nice hedge fund manager this year. And I think there's going to be a lot of excitement in the upcoming years around U.S. squash, from the singles teams to the doubles teams. And certainly Paul has quite a lot to do with that.
So here we are, fifth game, first point. Tough to make some conclusion besides the fact that it seems like white team is sticking with the high lobs to push Hartigan and Domenick back. It seems like it's working right now. There you go, magic, boom, boom.
That point's got to be tough. They really wanted to win that first point, get a lead, whatever it was, just to see it on the scoreboard.
Oh, Domenick, great shot. Good response there. It's going to be interesting.
The black team looks a little more intent on playing their game. A little confusion as to who's serving, which is more common in doubles.
Victor from the door, choosing to reset, trying to push Hartigan back, and then going short right away.
Great
Good
shot.
Oh, that's what is
Hamed trying for the stroke at
surprising
first.
choice. You know, I think he shaped like he was going to take the stroke, and then I think decided to go for it.
And now he's
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to change their decision.
Hamed claiming that he hit Hartigan on the swing.
So I think Graham is going to stick to his call. He's saying play on.
I'd like to see the ref take control here and just tell him to play on.
I think a lot of this is going to be interesting because the call sounds like it's going to stay what it is.
Right.
And all four players are looking so animated about it. And this is obviously a crucial time. This is
Right.
2-0, 1-0 on the fifth. And listen to them pecking and arguing. And I wonder what that's going to generate in,
Right.
in the next couple of rallies. You know,
A very interesting call, I would say. You know, normally that would be a let, right? If the ball, if the swing is affected by the player.
Well, I think actually that would be a stroke in this case because Hartigan is the person who hit it and he was so out of position. I'm just surprised that Ahmed. I think that the little hesitation there is what, you know, led the ref to make that call. I think he should have either hit it quickly or decide to take the stroke. But he, I think he kind of shot himself in the foot there with that choice.
But
So
anyway,
now-
they'll play on, and it's now 2-1. And you can see a little bit of angst, I think, in the body language of these players. All four of them after that. There's certainly some nerves coming into play here.
Oh, there you go, Victor. Good shot. Good
shot
retrieving by
Victor, but
Domenick.
Matt is on it again. Matt is under attack on that left side.
Oh, good
and a
shot
great
by Domenick.
shot. What hands.
That's a very
Members
good
of the
choice.
crowds clapping.
I think Victor is still a little bit frustrated from that last call. He seems a little angry.
Yep.
I hope he'll be able to reset his focus.
Yep, they'll certainly need to. Both teams look like they're really focused in.
Good job. That's one of his signature moves. That big hold and then that little drop shot. It's so difficult to keep that ball low, that hard ball low when you hit it from the back of the court. There's very few soft touches like that. Very few players who can do it. Oh.
Victor definitely being frustrated, but all he can get out of that is a lead.
So 3-1. Oh,
did that ball stay in? No, it was out.
See a lot of concentration there. I think all that talking is getting in everyone's head.
That's right.
Domenick, left. 3-2.
That's right. That point happening almost 5 minutes ago, and it still certainly is pressing on the player's mind. Oh, is that ball down?
Side out, 3-0.
I couldn't tell. They're calling it
They
good.
call it good, and no one's complaining. It looked down to me, but I am sitting pretty far away.
So 3-0. I'm really a fan of the 3-wall, that 3-wall ball. So I always feel it takes so long for the ball to get there that you would have to hit it so perfectly. What do you think? Is that a shot that you enjoy making yourself?
You know, it's one that I rarely play as well. I find it's very difficult to judge how far and how hard you need to hit it. Although when hit right, it certainly is difficult to hit back.
Good reverse. Good reverse from
Matt really
from Matt
taking
Domenick.
the full force of a swing into that. Not holding back. That's good to see.
3-4, and Anvari serving from the left to Hartigan, taking his space.
It certainly seems like the momentum has swung from Victor being the aggressor on the white team to Hamed really being the stable rock force.
Oh, that's
and
going to be a
gonna
stroke. Yeah.
Mishit.
3-5.
Oh, interesting. Is that ball good? Can't tell in the replay.
5-4.
Oh, they're calling it good. That's all that matters. 5-4
right.
now. See again, maybe a little bit of inexperience from
Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
from the black team. I'm sensing that Victor has been making more winners, and if I'm playing that white team right now, I would just keep the ball away from him. I would just stick to Anvari and hope that he makes mistakes. But of course, it's easier when you're sitting up here.
That's right. Yeah. You don't have to be sweating and feeling all the pressure.
Exactly.
Yes,
I
left.
think that's going to be a let.
Yeah, I think again, Victor was thinking that was
Victor
going to be a
really
stroke.
grasping for points. I'm starting to feel a little tense up here.
Are you sweating yet?
It doesn't take me long. But that's the beauty of this game, is that you can feel the intensity regardless of where you are.
It is certainly one of the best racket sports there is to watch, if not the best. Obviously,
beauty.
my opinion is biased.
Right.
That's a great shot
Well,
from
are you
Domenick.
a tennis player, or do you play any other racket sports?
No, I didn't. I just stick to squash. You know, I can only do so much.
I grew up playing tennis and got into squash second, excuse me. And I must say that squash is far and away my favorite of the two. I play tennis once a year, and I play squash maybe 3 or 4 times a week.
Oh my God, I have to push some fans away. Man, please step aside.
Oh, there's girls screaming. I think they confuse you for Justin
Oh,
Bieber.
Domenick, boom.
Beautiful
what a drop
shot.
84.
Oh wait, that's just Domenick. That's Yvonne's partner.
Victor trying to come up with a response. Look at Domenick again, taking his space. I'm not sure that was the right choice. Playing cat and mouse there with Victor. I'd stay away from that. There you go, good footwork.
I think this is a very important point right here.
Like 9-4 or 5-8 would be a total different situation here.
That's right. Oh, good movement, partner movement.
Oh,
great
Hartigan,
get.
good heat. There you go, trying to put the pressure.
Oh.
Interesting.
There's one thing I haven't seen from Will in a few points is him really trying to slam it, which has been so effective.
Has he been making? Do you find that he has been making maybe more winners in the earlier games?
I do.
Right, I think that's
I
right.
do.
Right?
He seemed to have let up. Maybe his arm's tired at this point, because I think that's the best shot he's got, is that slam.
See there, it's when Will goes for that wide cross court, Domenick has to be really careful because Victor is turning onto his forehand in the middle, and I think that's where it gets really dangerous because he doesn't know whether he should cover that short shot or whether the pace is coming at his body. So I would be careful with that wide cross court that's coming around Victor's forehand. I would maybe make it even wider if you want to go for that shot. I would make it wider so it comes back to Anvari.
Bit of a lucky shot from Anvari there, or was that intentional?
You know what? I will let the fans make their mind on that one. So
the pace has increased substantially in the last few points.
Yeah.
Yes, left.
What do you think? Do you think we have a 14-0 in the 5th match over here? How exciting would that be?
I'm already feeling tense. I don't need to feel more tense right now, but that certainly looks like where we might be headed.
Sounds like it's 7-9.
The stands are packed. The fans are biting their fingernails. Oh! See, that's the shot that Will hit so well.
Good
hit.
Good cross-court from Ahmed. See there.
8-9.
Trying to force the error from Domenick and got it. 8-9. This is a big moment. No, not
great
the way
shot
to go.
from Victor.
Yeah,
Taking 2 hands and hitting that ball down into the nick. Good shot. With an opening. Oh, the fans here. Will's holding his hand up to apologize, but he hit a great shot. The fans being treated to some really world-class squash right now. Score says 10-9.
court opening up a little bit for the black team. Oh, that's
Ooh,
going to
that's
be a
gonna be
point.
a
Yeah,
Stroke. 10 all.
yeah. Victor
And we're
feeling
back to
pleased
parity,
with
even
the
up.
result. Finally
First.
getting the call he wanted. Good thing he waited long for that one.
Oh,
Oh,
it's going to be a let.
yeah. So, as many of you know, when the ball is broken, we throw in a new ball and play a let point. So I think that's where we stand right now. Graham Bassett, the head referee, pinching the ball, trying to figure out if it's broken. It is broken.
Yvonne, I would pose this question to you: when a ball breaks at this point in the game, 10-all in the fifth, what changes? You know, there is certainly a lot of nerves going around right now.
Yeah, I think you try to use that time to refocus and reassess a little bit what your strategy is. You're gonna have, give or take, 5 to 8 points to implement it, and
That's right.
you know that the ball is going to be brand new, so it's going to be a little bit faster, sort of the way you have new balls in tennis. So that is definitely going to be a factor.
Do you think that benefits one of these two teams, if any?
I think a little bit. Well, I think purely the ball situation at this point could be advantageous a little bit to the black team, because it seems like their strategy has been the hard hitting, so that would sort of go in their flow. But at the same time, this is a little bit of a break, and the white team is the most experienced team, and that also could give them an edge into knowing how to refocus and establish the pattern that they're looking for. And it's hard at this point, at least for me, to see which team it really advantages. I think the ball is going to be flying a little bit faster.
Yeah, it definitely will be faster.
But I also think that Victor and Ahmed, being the more experienced player, are going to be also gaining something out of this.
You think it makes more likely to see more winners or more errors? It's going to be tough.
Usually the hard pace produces, I think, Racquet's errors. So forced errors, I should say, from flying fast, and sometimes past people. I think it's really difficult to hit some soft shots when that ball is brand new and so hard. Of course, there's some players who can do it, and if any, Victor and Ahmed are some of them. You see Will right now hitting the ball pretty hard, trying to get that ball warm, and I wonder if he's doing this consciously to make sure that it makes the short game more challenging for the white team.
It's very possible. The ball seems to bounce a little more erratically when it's new. So this should, I think, at the very least, cause a few more nerves.
Yeah, and it gives it gives everyone some time to think about what's at stake here. It's this is a 25,000 total prize money tournament. This is a spot in the semifinal, as you know. Gaining points and on the tour is not an easy thing.
No, it's not.
And this is
very important too.
Certainly a great opportunity, I think, for both of those teams to to cash in on some points that could be crucial for the rest of the season.
Yep. And we see. All right, first serve down. We're starting the final portion of this game, this match, which has been so entertaining to watch. For those of you who just joined, first two games went to the black team of Matt Domenick and Will Hartigan in a very surprising fashion. Definitely considered the underdogs. Then, what's What's the call there? The call is the ball was good.
11-10.
See, it's
And in the
funny from the
replay-
angle that I am in, it looks like the
Ooh,
ball
it
is
looks-
down.
it does
but
look
they,
down,
they
and that
calling
sounded
they're calling
funny.
it down. Oh,
11 all.
Two quick points there. But then after the first two games, the white team of Victor Berg and Hamed Anvari switched up their strategy, went for a lot more of a patient strategy, and they took the last two games relatively easily, including a 15-2 last, and now it's at 11 all. Final predictions here?
well, you know,
I'm putting you on the spot, I know.
yeah, no, it's difficult.
Not a good thing to do. No one's going to be happy if you...
Especially since I have to play the winner tomorrow. You know, I really wish both of those teams the best. I think the.
I think you have a future in politics if you want it.
Well, you know, the Swiss are famous for being neutral, right? So.
Down.
Oh, that ball is down and pretty far from being in. 13-11.
So let's see what happens if the black team wants a chance to survive here. They really need this point.
Yes, left.
They're gonna give him a
that.
lead. Yeah. This is do or die. I think for the black team, you need this point right now.
Great serve. Oh.
I think Victor knows this at this point, and if he gets a chance, he's gonna take his destiny in his own hands and try to shoot for if he gets the right opportunity. I think that would be the right thing for him to do at this point.
Will's backside certainly thanking Victor for slowing down on that.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, and a great
big
shot
point. That's it.
From Matt.
Boom.
A reverse boast.
Huge
13-11.
3-1.
The whole crowd showing their appreciation for that shot.
Another good one from Hartigan. Let's see if they can make two in a row here. Otherwise, he will give 2 match points to the white team.
Oh, it's just going to be a lead. Matt could have gotten a stroke, I think, if he had gone up for
Yeah,
it.
that was a
You
tricky
see, he
call
hesitated.
here.
Hesitated a little bit too long to get a stroke.
Yes, left.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get a stroke out of those.
I don't think
I
so.
see where he's coming from. It's just
Trying to get a little bit of a cheap point, I think. But the nerves are there. Nice reset from Will. Opening. Oh, lucky bounce. Hamed never looking under pressure.
oh, that's gonna be
Yes,
another
left.
lad. I think.
That's a ball I think Will or Matt may have played earlier in the game. But just doesn't want to do anything that could cost him a point unnecessarily. Oh, what a
interesting
get. What a
from
get.
Hartigan. Under pressure. Oh, what's happening here? This is gonna be very interesting.
Oh, Will running all over the court frantically. That get was special. Another lead. A lot of these points ending in lets.
It's a good get.
Wish we could see a replay of that get. Will using his backhand on the forehand side to just scrape the ball up the wall.
Second serve.
Not sure if the fans on the heard that one. Someone screamed cocktail at risk.
Ooh, that ball's gonna be out.
13
Evens us up at 13-all.
This is a very big moment.
13 all.
Everyone is shaking right now.
It's got sweaty palms at the moment. Oh, starting to see some movement. It's getting tricky.
Oh, big one. Oh, Matt hits an error on an attacking shot.
13-14 match ball.
So here we have first match points at 14-13.
13.
This is
Everyone holding their breath.
it's just
Flat.
gonna be left, yeah. They're just gonna rip
13-14.
it out.
Oh, that's down.
Ball's down.
Oh,
Oh, what a match.
Great match from
A bit of an anticlimactic finish to what was really a tense and great played match. Well played from both teams. I think Matt and Will can be very pleased at the outcome, even though they lost.
Victor's still shaking his head at the calls with a smile, though, in a gentle manner. All right, guys. So that was the quarter final, and I think we've got one more coming up with Jonathan Smith and Mikey Ferreira, and they are playing Randy Lean.
Yep, the all Trinity. So this is the final match of the Friday night quarterfinal matches, an all-Trinity affair with Johnny Smith on the right side in the gray, playing alongside partner Ferreira, going against other former Trinity alumni, Andres Vargas and Randy Lim. And I'm welcoming Jordan Greenberg here.
Hey everybody.
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to another great match. We've had another great couple of matches this past evening, and I don't intend on seeing anything different. You know?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty fast-paced match. A lot of hard hitting, a lot of quick movement out of these guys. They are all pretty familiar with everyone's game, as everyone here is based out in New York City. So they see each other all the time, and I think we're in for a pretty good treat here.
That's right. And we've got some real veterans of the tour, in Johnny Smith and Mikey Ferreira, who have won tournaments and really made a name for themselves as great doubles players. And then some newcomers who have really started shining, have done really well, both four-time national champions, and know how to win. I'm really excited for this match. We've got two guys who are on the shorter end of the spectrum, in Randy and Andres, and then two guys who I'd say are more average height for the tour.
That's a good way to put it.
You're laughing, but I think it does make a difference in how you decide to play, especially on a court like this, where the lob is such an intense part of the game.
Certainly. It definitely changes the dynamic in terms of who's able to volley more and take that ball before it gets to the back wall. I think we're going to probably run into some hard hitting off the bat here. I know Johnny and Mikey like to hit that ball nice and hard.
Yep, and Randy, for a guy his size, can hit it as hard as anyone I've seen. This court is certainly a very bouncy court.
It is. That ball takes a nice hop off that front wall.
And, I'd love to see who comes out, really aggressively shooting and starting to hit hard.
Also pretty interesting. We got Johnny Smith wearing some compression socks here. I haven't seen him do that before. Looks like a little bit of the PSA's coming over to the SGA. Seen some guys start kind of wearing that out there. Maybe he's picked up a few things from some of those guys.
You're right. I haven't seen Johnny wear that. A lot of the PSA guys claim it does things like helps the blood flow return to your
it's supposed to
body
help,
faster.
Help your circulation a little bit.
Yeah, and keeps your legs warmer.
Right.
Do you buy into any of that?
Well, I run a bunch of marathons, and they actually really help there, just in terms of the long haul. So
is that right?
It's actually pretty interesting to see it kind of coming over to like a short, twitchy game like squash. But I'm a believer.
So in terms of apparel, it looks like Johnny Smith and Mikey Ferreira may have the advantage just in that way.
Just right off the bat.
Off the bat.
They've got the technology on their side.
I think that counts as a very small advantage, if any.
Absolutely.
So the crowd's certainly getting antsy to see another great match. About ready to get started here.
Looks like we've got Mikey and Johnny serving in the gray, Andres and Randy returning in the navy blue here. Love all.
And we've got Victor Berg on the main, doing the main reffing on the microphone. Victor, who just came off of a great 5-game victory, a come-from-behind victory against two real newcomers to the tour. And Victor really playing a solid game, certainly deserving a lot of credit for pulling that win out.
Well, it's a quick racket error there from Randy.
Yeah, first point goes to Mikey and Johnny. We're seeing, as that ball is warming up and certainly flying around the court, a lot of hard hitting to start.
And you can see already, got Johnny here hitting that ball hard, but also mixing in some of that softer pace. Trying to get himself back to position, help his partner out a little bit, stay forward, and look for the quick volleys.
So this is my first time to St. Louis. How about you, Jordan? Have you been here before?
I was actually here for a day once before. I believe it was actually the day of the Super Bowl when the Rams played the Titans. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That's right. That was back in 2000.
Atlanta. It was in Atlanta. Okay. Yeah, so that was the last time I was here. I was here that day.
Certainly a special day to be here. The Rams taking that Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was
the last play.
The last play. Went down to the 1 yard line, right?
One of the most exciting Super Bowls to happen in recent memory.
Yeah, that was really something.
I'm sure it was pretty awesome to be here when that happened.
It was pretty cool. We had some, even though I was young, I remember it, just people in the streets. It was pretty neat. Pretty cool to be around that. I'm just upset it wasn't Philadelphia that took it.
Ah, you're a Philly fan.
I think we're going to get one of those one day.
Chip Kelly is
one of these
a good
days.
Coach.
He is. Electric.
I'm sure the SDA fans out there did not expect to be hearing commentary on football right now.
Well, a little shout out to all my Philly fans out there.
So there's that. Thank you, Jordan.
Absolutely. And we've got another let here, and it's One Love.
One Love, that's right.
Ooh, little miscommunication there. Oh, we see another racket error from Randy.
Racket error.
Looked like he was kind of on his back foot there.
I think that's just guys trying to get into the game. Two guys that know how to play and have been here before. And Johnny and Mike just knowing how to start off right. Every point is important in this game. Mikey has that trademark two-handed backhand, which you don't see very often. But I think in doubles you see a little bit more. What do you think?
I think so. Like in the last match, we saw Victor Berg with one.
Another great shot from Mike.
Yeah, definitely helps Mikey disguise that shot a little bit more. Helps him with his racket prep. Gives him some real strength in that backhand. Probably one of the strongest backhands on tour.
I would say so. Mikey taking a little hiatus from the tour before returning last year.
Yep.
Everyone's certainly glad to see him back because he provides a lot of excitement. Oh, what a fake.
That was a really good hold there by Johnny.
Yes, left.
Johnny Smith, notorious for his poker face, never showing any kind of emotion.
Notorious for that hair, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Those locks just flowing all over the place.
I'm surprised we don't get more women watching these matches with locks like that. Another beautiful shot.
Well, they're watching online.
That's right.
4-0 from the left.
See Andre slamming it down there a little bit more.
5-0 from right.
Looks like the young Trinity guys have come together just to talk about strategy a little bit there, kind of regroup for a second, try and get themselves back, calm their nerves down.
That's right. Well, there's certainly some nerves involved, even though they're certainly used to playing in front of crowds.
Absolutely. There's always nerves at the start of every match.
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing for a semifinal here in the SDA. 30,000.
Right, there's a lot of prize money, there's a lot of points on the line.
And there's the Trinity pride. Older alum versus the younger alum.
Ball's good.
Yep, at the end of the day, pretty much it seems like all the Trinity guys are really close. They stick together, very happy to see each other anytime they can.
Yeah, it's really great. Good to see college squash represented so well here.
That's right. And 4 countries represented here.
Yeah, it's
as
pretty
well.
neat.
None of them being America.
1-5.
Johnny Smith from England, Mikey Ferreira from South Africa, Andres Vargas from Colombia, and Randy Lim from Penang, Malaysia. So, and in the entire world, 4 continents represented there.
Yeah, that's great. Hopefully that's one of the driving factors in helping hardball kind of expand internationally.
That's right.
We've got a lot of young guys starting to play, so maybe they'll take it back and preach about it to their local clubs, and maybe we'll get some hardball doubles players outside the U.S.
Yes, international. It would be great. There really doesn't seem to be many international facilities outside of the U.S. and Canada.
I think the only other facility, the only other hardball doubles court is in Scotland.
Is that right?
That's right.
Scotland having
Trivia for all USDA fans here. ever comes up on Jeopardy, you know the answer.
Scotland having a small representation on the tour.
Got Adam Hughes.
And Adam Hughes, both from Scotland, that's right. Johnny White playing a little bit of doubles now, the former world #1 in singles.
Well, who knows where Johnny's from? He's been from Wales.
He's been from
Australia.
Scotland. That's right. Johnny's spending most of his time coaching the Drexel teams, putting together quite a solid program after a short stint at Franklin and Marshall College. Oh, great shot down the middle there. It's just so hard to tell where it's going. You can't tell if he's going to shape up for a straight ball.
Again, you see Mike keep using that pace. Let's see if those young Trinity guys can respond well.
Stroke.
There's a stroke.
8-2.
8-2. Is this how you envision the first game going, Jordan?
Well, I thought there was going to be some pace to open it up, and I know that Johnny and Mikey are perfectly comfortable using it, so I didn't really imagine the score would be this lopsided initially, but I knew that if they were going to use the pace in Vargas and Lim, were going to get sucked into it, it would probably be likely that this would be the outcome.
Sorry, right.
9-2 is a pretty strong showing.
Well, this is the first match for these boys. It looks like they came to St. Louis ready to play.
Yeah, I think so. First error from Mikey Ferreira, bringing it to 9-3. Still pretty comfortable. It's a very crucial part of the game, though. If Randy and Andres can pull together 3 or 4 points, which is certainly a possibility in the midpoint of the game, then we could see the first game being contested, and at least the second.
Yes, left.
They have to get a little momentum on their side here. That second game might be a lot different than
That's right.
what we're seeing right now.
That's right.
Big momentum game. One big push can make a big change, as you saw in that last match.
Some of you viewers out there, it might be hard to imagine how momentum can carry over from one game to another, but you know, there's a big difference between losing 15-5 and 15-10 in terms of how you feel going into the next game. You know, if you have some confidence and some shots, you know that you can do some good things on some of your favorite shots. That's certainly helpful. That ball right there.
Yes, left.
But at the moment, Johnny Smith really dominating his side of the tee and looking super comfortable.
Great get there from Johnny.
Scraping the ball off. Andres going for a little bit of a fish, but
Looked like Johnny was
it's a lead
a
call.
little bit in his way there.
Andres known very well for being a very honest player.
Absolutely.
All these guys know for being
Sportsmanship
honest.
is one of the great parts about this game. Got some really good characters out there, really good personalities.
That's right.
Really nice to see everyone take the game seriously and have true love for the game. You know, that includes sportsmanship, being honest out there.
Playing the game in the right way. And then, you know what else? It also becomes known when any player is less than sportsmanlike. That gets around the tour.
Absolutely. It gets elsewhere, too. It gets through the clubs.
10-3.
You hate to see it.
That's right.
That's not what it's about. It's about the love of the game.
Yes, left. 10-3.
Some fans chiming in with their thoughts on that matter. Oh, great shot from Randy. All was good.
Coming in. 4-10.
You can hear Randy out there trying to push Vargas to get that ball a little bit quicker. sometimes the quicker you get there and the earlier you take the ball, the more pressure you can put on your opponents. Sets them up for openings.
Very important to volley. Ball straight down the middle. Great shot. Randy not generating the pace I think you would want. An opening. Andres opts for a safe play. Oh.
Down.
A little bit aggressive there
5-10 to the right.
from Mike Ferreira. Probably not needing to go for that much.
Play left.
Two referees calling a let there and one calling a stroke. It was close.
From the left. Or sorry, right.
That's why you have the 3 referee system, and you cannot override it.
Some more pace out there. Putting Vargas on the ropes a little bit. Looks like we're starting to see a little bit more ball movement here from the team of Vargas and Lim.
Yep.
Kind of opening up the court for them a little bit, but Johnny answers right back. The great little reverse there. Nice little flick of the wrist.
Shot. It looked like a good shot from Randy. Ends up being a winner.
Ends up being a better shot from Johnny.
Yep, sometimes it works that way. You think a great shot you just hit is going to put you in solid position, and then the counterattack is just so powerful.
That's one of the great things about the squash. You never can make any assumptions about whether someone's going to get something, whether a shot's any good. You always got to be ready for what's next.
Such a chess game out there.
Absolutely. Chess at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, I love that saying.
It's the good old John Illig.
John Illing, the love coach for Bates in Middlebury College.
Absolutely.
Your coach, right?
Yep. My former coach. A lot of love for that guy.
Great man.
True legend.
He recruited me when I was looking to play squash in college.
He's got a true read of character, that guy.
He was great. I opted to go to a different school, and he still treated me with the greatest amount of respect. Took me in at individual nationals, and just a great guy. We all miss him.
Absolutely.
He certainly was one of a kind.
That can't be said enough. That's one of those signature Mikey shots there. Right off the back wall, getting a little sidewall and having that ball drop to that front left corner.
You know, that's actually quite a difficult shot to read.
It is.
When it's hit off the back wall, but also off the sidewall.
Yeah, it loses a lot of its pace, slows down, kind of drops in there, tends to stay short.
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
No let.
No let call.
See a no let call there.
14-5.
Bit surprising, I
Hitting
think.
that ball hard, pace. Looked like Randy was a little ready to play, but that ball was basically rolling.
That's right. It doesn't matter. This game is solidly in the books for Ferreira and Smith at 14-5 now. Just need one more point, and they've been in control this whole time. Pretty amazing to think that a team of players that went 3-0 last night can be so taken aback, but that's the skill level that we have here.
Absolutely.
Beautiful nick shot from Mikey Ferreira.
15-5.
I don't know how he gets around so fast on that backhand with 2 hands.
It looks like he actually has a bit of a shorter swing, but he just generates so much pace. He's a strong guy, but he's got a little whip coming through with that swing. A lot of wrist action there.
That's right. Mikey, one of the nicest guys on tour, will absolutely devastate you with his power when he gets on the court.
Yeah, his power, his pace, his speed, his good footwork, all of it's together quite the package.
So we have a first game in the books, closing in on 7 o'clock tonight, and this is again our final match. Friday night, what do you think is going to be happening here late night, Jordan?
Well,
Maybe some jacuzzi action?
There is a pretty good jacuzzi here, I will say. I was down there earlier. It was about 108 degrees.
It's pretty hot.
You can imagine. You're nice and limber, ready to go out after a couple minutes in that guy.
They have some great facilities here at the Racquet Club of St. Louis. Some members that are really passionate about squash.
We got some good drinks here.
Some people who really like to have fun and party. And
most of the guys on tour like to party too. So
that's right. That's right.
It's a good
great
place
mix.
to come.
It's a great mix. I've heard many good stories.
Absolutely.
I'm really glad to be here for the first time ever. And getting a chance to experience this really awesome event.
Yeah,
it's now
hopefully
growing.
We'll be back next year as well.
Yeah, I
actually think there's going to be another stop on tour out here next year too.
I think they're going to have 2 events.
Yeah, it's great to see all these new facilities opening up, new courts being added, new events being added to the tour as well.
That's right, and this part of the 3-event pro series going on here at the Racquet Club in St. Louis. The first happening in November, the PSA event. This one being the second, and then finally a WSA Women's Squash Pro Tour stop here in March. So they certainly have some solid values, I would say, when it comes to putting some money down for squash players.
Absolutely, they love their squash. I think it was Mohamed Reda that got that PSA back in November. Big upset there, beat Martin Knight. Good win for Mohamed. I think he just bowed out in the second round qualifiers at the TOC.
That's right, the TOC going on concurrently in New York. One of the best events, my favorite event of the year, my favorite week of the year.
I think one of our big fans, Todd Harrity, is actually on court right now playing #1 in the world, Mohamed El-Sharbagi.
What a beautiful Nick. Look at this shot from Randy. Just hitting it. That ball did not bounce at all.
He hit that with authority.
That's right. That's what I want to see from Randy and Andres.
Yep, certainly stepping up. Be a little more aggressive, taking that ball short, using the angles, but at the same time, trying to manage the pace of Mikey and Johnny.
Which is always a very difficult task. Andres hitting a pretty easy shot into the tin there, just losing a little bit of focus. A great get from Randy. That ball should be a let.
Let ball it is.
Yes, let. 1 off.
So if you are Randy and Andres here, let ball.
Yes, let. 1 off.
They're already started off better, getting the first point. What are you going to try and do? How do you beat these guys?
I think one way to start approaching it is just slowing it down a little bit more. Manage the pace a little bit more. Try and get yourself back balanced. Here you see Randy hitting that ball nice and high, trying to get those guys to the back of the court so that they're taking the ball a little bit later. They're really threatening when they can take that ball early. They've both got good hands, good pace, and it's putting these guys under a ton of pressure. It has them off balance when they're hitting. So as soon as they can start getting their feet set, I think you're going to see them hitting some more winners.
Yeah, they got to avoid shots like that.
2-1.
Andres hitting two early errors this game. He needs to start to build some confidence and build some momentum that way.
Yes, left. 2-1 from the right.
The great uniforms and rackets and shoes and all sorts of apparel being brought to you by the people at Harrow, who make really great squash products.
The best, I'd say.
I would say so too. Certainly dominate the doubles tour.
Absolutely. I'm actually pretty sure they just signed the youngster Diego Elias as
Yes,
well.
left. 2-1.
New up-and-comer on the PSA, so you see a couple guys in the top 20 breaking in with the Harrow.
That's great. Yeah, maybe 2-3 years ago you would have seen no one. I think the only one that I remember from 2 or 3 years ago is Scotsman Alan Klein.
Yep.
And everyone else using some other form of equipment.
Yeah, we got Chris Simpson coming over. Gawad is on now.
That's right, yep. A lot of young guys and a bit of a changing of the guard. So the older guys on the PSA tour starting to get up there in age. Your Greg Gaultier.
And looks like we've got a stoppage of play here because that ball just broke. A lot of hard hitting out there. Causes these balls to break. Couldn't sustain that pace.
Not uncommon to see a game where you go through 2 or 3 balls when it's hit at this pace.
Nope, so right now we just got to warm up that new ball, make sure it's bouncing properly, get a little warmth into it. And you'll see the players take a turn each here, getting some angles in here, try and get that ball nice and warm before they resume play.
Jordan, do you have any more tournaments coming up later on this year?
Actually, I've got 2 or 3 in a row here. Got the North American Open in Greenwich this next weekend.
That's right, one of my favorite tournaments in my hometown.
Should be great. And then the following weekend, heading out to Pittsburgh on the tour for a big weekend there. And then the following weekend, back up to the University Club of New York for the O'Reilly Invitational. So some big events coming up. And then I think later in the year we'll have the Johnson at the Heights Casino and another tournament stop in Baltimore. So quite a few ahead.
That's right, yeah. Great schedule, looking forward to.
Yeah, it's nice. The tour keeps getting stronger, younger, more and more events added on. Really exciting to be a part of.
Yeah, and we're seeing more and more top PSA players crack into the tour. Get to see an Egyptian who's really taken to the doubles game.
That's true. But we've got Mohammed Reda down at Marion Cricket Club now. I hear he's starting to play some.
Interesting to see the call there. Ball bouncing off Johnny Smith's leg.
Looked like he had asked for that left previously, prior to it hitting Johnny.
Yeah, I think that's a fair call. You would think Egyptians would take to this game because of their amazing shot-making ability. But it hasn't seemed to happen.
It just seems like they don't have quite the necessary exposure yet. Though there are a lot of stops in the Dubs Tour, we're still adding more and more courts in around the country. Waiting for it to expand internationally, though.
5-1 from the left.
And this game quickly escalating for the team of John Smith and Mike Ferreira. After a quick first point in which Randy and Vargas got a much-needed win, they finally get their second.
Looks like they're coming out, hitting that ball nice and hard again. Let ball there.
5-2.
Mikey Ferreira chasing that ball down the front of the court. Got away from him there for a second.
So here we are at 5-2 in the second game. Stroke to Randy and Andres.
Coming in 3-5.
Again, now 3-5. Some promising signs to see them win those 2 points in a row. And getting pretty close. I'm Ned Marks. I've got Jordan Greenberg here with me, commentating. And this is a fairly new endeavor for the tour, having video on a couple different angles and commentators doing commentary for these matches.
Yep, it's great to see technology really playing a role in the tour moving forward.
That's right, and getting that ball's out, getting the players involved in more ways than just playing.
3-6 right.
So people can hear them and hear that they have real voices and opinions and hear their expertise.
Yeah, nice to get to know some guys' personalities as well.
That's right.
That's a big part of the tour. Really great guys here.
Ooh, what's the call going to be there?
Stroke.
Looks like we got a stroke there.
You think that's a little harsh? Let's watch this replay.
Coming
coming
in,
off.
7-3.
It looked like he came right back over him. Looks like that was just a safety stroke. That would have been a pretty dangerous play if you were to take that ball early.
Yeah, that could have been very painful.
Yeah, that doubles ball. I was talking about it earlier this week. Just never gets any easier to get hit with it.
Oh no, it hurts. Though we haven't really, I haven't at least, seen too many players get hit today or in the past 24 hours. Have you? I don't even recall.
I think everyone's been really gracious with their let calls, really friendly.
That's right.
Always safety first. That's one of the reasons we all wear glasses here. And that's one of the reasons lets exist, just for safety purposes.
That's right. Yep, glasses mandatory on the Pro Doubles Tour, not mandatory on the Singles Tour.
And you can certainly understand why it might be a little more important here, though. That ball kind of skids and flies, you've got the angles, and you've got some serious pace.
That's right. That ball will take out your face, not just your eye.
Can you hear the communication between Andres and Randy there? Longtime teammates, roommates, best friends, cuddle buddies, you name it.
A lot of different things. These guys know each other so well. Perfect shot.
They know each other in and out, intimately, you might say.
9-3.
Getting a little innuendo here. Who knew? Squash and innuendo went so well together. Jordan Greenberg, everybody.
That's okay. They're two of my good friends. They'll understand.
They will. And they're funny guys. They
got a good
enjoy
sense
a
of
good
humor.
joke.
10-3 from the
No, I
right.
wasn't joking. Yes, I was.
There is squash going on as well. Oh, nothing going right now for Randy and Andres.
11-3
Looked like Andres had a bit of an opening there. Just overran it a little bit, forced into the 10.
Anything that they try is just really kind of coming back and haunting them. Anything that goes short is going to be punished.
Yep.
It's a pretty daunting feeling when you feel like there's nothing that you can do to win, and there's anything that the other team can do is going to put them in a good position.
It's a tough task taking down Johnny Smith and Mikey. They're quick, they're strong, they've got a good understanding of the game.
Yeah, my partner and I, Johan Detter, playing Johnny Smith and Mikey in the final of the UVA SDA Pro event earlier this year. And we fared no better. Oh, what a beautiful shot.
See
Look
Johnny
at this
put
cut.
some good spin on that ball.
Johnny hitting that perfectly, no more than an inch above the 10, and then double bouncing into the nick.
You think he developed those soft hands in London or while at Trinity?
I don't know, Jordan. I don't know.
That's a
It's
good question.
anybody's guess.
I'll have to ask him later.
That would be a great question to ask.
Out.
See a
That
great
ball on
shot
the
there by
court.
Andres.
Second. 12-4.
Jordan, you played Randy and Andres yesterday, right?
Yep.
And what did you think some of their strengths are that they might not be focusing on here tonight?
Well, I think they were a little more confident. They were a little bit more ambitious. I think they had a bit more time. My partner and I
look at
probably
this.
not applying
Watch
the
this
same amount of
replay.
pressure.
Coming in. 5-13.
That's the type of shot they were hitting. Getting some chances and really taking advantage of them.
Well, if they can hit shots like that, they will win. But that is a tough shot to hit, trust me.
We're going to have to see them stay above the 10 here, too.
Yep.
Can't
Randy
have
usually-
any unforced errors.
He usually makes shots like that, and he
Second
makes it
man.
with authority. But I think he
5,
just
14.
feels the pressure of
Game
being.
ball.
Yeah, I think he feels the pressure of having to be perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Game.
You see Johnny getting an opening there, really taking advantage of it, slamming that game home.
Another 15.
15-5.
Another 15-5. Well, I think for the sake of everybody here, they want to see a game which is highly contested and possibly even goes in Randy and Andres' favor, just because they want to see more squash.
Yep,
I
we
think
got
we all do.
a lot of true fans out here, lovers of the game. Nice to see so many people stopping by the Racquet Club of St. Louis here.
Yeah, quite a good turnout for the second straight night.
Yep,
Last
absolutely.
night there must have been at least 50, 60 fans here.
I'd
coming
say.
and going. Tonight there's probably a similar amount, if not more. They're serving hors d'oeuvres. They've got drinks.
Yeah, we've got a local brewery with a keg set up here. Schlafly, I believe it's called. Really delicious. Thanks for bringing it out.
Yeah, Jordan, you and I enjoying some of that beer at some point. Not saying whether or not we're doing it while we're commentating.
Wink,
That would
wink.
be unprofessional.
I actually think it's actually necessary. That's what I'm being told right now.
Some of the
That's what they do in the
fans
NFL,
here,
right?
Yeah, some of the fans here asking us if we need any side drinks between our games.
I think the answer is yes.
The answer usually is yes.
The answer is usually always yes.
Well, the squash players and the community really well known for having a good time, both during the day and during the night.
And we've got Johnny and Mikey back on the court first here. Looks like they're ready to go. They've all looked loose.
They never look under pressure. They never look panicked.
Oh, they look confident as always. Look like they're ready to kind of bring it home and get off the court. And
That's right.
Go home for the night. Rest
That's right.
up for the semifinals and the finals tomorrow.
These tournaments take a lot out of you, and
They certainly do.
The more amount of time that you can spend off court and save your legs for the next day is hard to value, but it certainly is very very valuable to everyone.
Unless you've lost.
If you've
Then,
lost,
then your legs, they want to get back out there.
yeah, they really
As
do.
soon as
That's how I
possible.
feel.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I know that
you
feeling.
And me both.
Your game to love all.
It's a sinking feeling when you're watching these guys, thinking, "No, I wish I could be out there playing with them."
Absolutely. But there's things to learn from every event, even if you're off court.
What a beautiful shot. That's the kind of shot that you hate to see if you're Randy and Andres, because it's really not a bad shot. But Mikey just taking it and doing what he wants, missing that there. Certainly not needing to go for it, but feeling confident and feeling like he can.
Yep. Certainly seeing the opportunity and looking to take it.
Oh, what a backhand.
Got some real pace on that.
It's some ridiculous pace.
Johnny being a former left wall player here before he played with Mikey. I think he was playing with Greg Park last year and spent a lot of time over there on the left wall, so he's certainly known as having one of the strongest backhands in the game.
That's right, yep.
Really all-around good players here. Confident on both sides, left, right, taking that ball short with either the backhand or forehand, and putting the pace on the ball with their backhand and the forehand.
Great shot.
You can really see that Mikey and Johnny kind of understand each other. You can see the way they're laying off the ball for one another. There's good communication out there.
Right, the ball squirting all over the court right now.
A lot of angles being used.
Play left.
And we've got a let call there.
Ball in that game.
1-2.
That point ends in a let. Oh, wow. That is a trademark Mike Ferreira shot.
You see that ball just
That
getting
man,
in the neck and rolling.
Randy barely even getting a chance to move towards it before it starts rolling.
That ball basically stopped in that neck.
Play left.
Left ball.
3-1.
Interesting call there, but ends in a let.
See Johnny there again, slowing it down. Mikey following suit.
Oh, good get by Andres. But he
Andres,
set himself
Jesus.
up for that. Oh, beautiful.
4-1.
See another shot right up the middle there. Really using the whole court to their advantage now.
Great shot by Randy. Let's look at this replay.
Ball's good.
All look good.
4-2.
Tough to tell from the replay, but really, really smart shot from Randy.
You can see the way Johnny really just gets his feet and his body rotated in order to hit through that ball. Just does such a good job of staying balanced while hitting.
Yeah, hitting a really low, that's a low risk shot that can really reap some rewards. You know, you think about it, if it bounces out, it's going to bounce pretty wildly. And if it doesn't, it's in the neck. These guys are just on fire.
Everything is just going their way right now. They're getting the bounces, getting those soft shots to the front, using the court at their disposal, trying to stay forward. Really, really working.
They look good. Do you think we might be seeing a team that makes it to the finals here playing right now?
From what I'm seeing, I think we've got a pretty good chance at seeing these guys in the finals tomorrow. They're moving well, striking the ball well.
No left.
Nothing going right for Andres.
7-2.
That was such a great shot by Mikey.
Just sat up a little bit too much, I think.
Taking the ball directly off the floor and hitting a beautiful shot out of it.
Oh, looks like there's a racket error from Johnny there.
Yeah, first in a long time.
Pretty uncharacteristic for this match.
7-3. From the left.
Shot from Randy.
That one left a little bit too open.
Oh, Andres barely making it back. Oh.
All balls were good. 3-7.
3-7 right now. That's 4-7 actually.
4-7.
Got a
Just
little
confirming the score.
few players confused there.
Jordan, I know that a lot of people are disappointed not to see Damian Mudge and Ben Gould play in this tournament. You know Damian pretty well, working alongside him at the University Club in New York. Any reason why?
Well, I know he wanted to be here. I know he wanted to be here. This is one of his favorite events of the year. He really looks forward to coming out here. I just think it was a little bit tough with their schedules this year to make it. I know he wants to be here. He's thinking about it. But he's got a busy season. A lot of things in the works for Damian and Ben. Two really good guys running really strong programs out of New York, the University Club and the RT respectively. So they certainly have their hands filled, and I know we'll see them out here again next year and hopefully many years to come. Great fixture on tour. But we'll get to see him next weekend at the North American Open, and hopefully we can see him continue their run of dominance that they displayed last weekend in Boston without dropping a game in that tournament.
Damian being the most decorated in the history of double squash, and Ben, his longtime partner. Two guys who really probably hit the ball harder than anyone else, other than maybe Domenick, and really just know how to play the game.
They get
dominant for 10, 15, years at least.
Yeah.
Both of them former pros in the singles game that migrated over to doubles, paving the way for a bunch of these young guys.
Absolutely, they've really helped make the game what it is today. Really started introducing some of the angles into the game, introducing that injection of pace. The game's really evolved, and they've been around for most of it, so it's really great to have them both on the tour and as mentors and friends.
That's right, and really bringing the mecca of doubles to the Northeast, I think. And it's good
and
to
New York
see
City, respectively.
It's good to see the game really expanding now into a lot of the cities, you know, outside of the radius of New York and Philadelphia.
And here you see these young guys starting to get back in this game. Looks like we've got a little burst of confidence, a little momentum going the way of Vargas and Lim here.
That's right, almost out of nowhere.
Yeah, let's see if it can continue. Maybe we'll get them get a little surprise here.
Bringing it to 8-9.
Mikey answers back with a nice blast right up the middle.
Mikey took that one into his own hands. Just said, I'm not letting anyone get this ball back.
Yep.
So I'm bringing it to 10-8, 8-10 respectively.
And it looks like they can see the finish line. They're just trying to get there, maybe a little too quickly.
Yeah, he just still
like he just
exhibits
forced
some
it to
patience.
9-10.
Even though you're getting close, you don't want to force it too much.
Yeah, they want to make sure they continue to give their opponents the respect that they deserve without trying to think that they can win off of any shot. Oh, that ball is down. Look at that replay.
I just want to give a shout out real quickly to a few of my U Club buddies here. Aaron Zimmerman, Jake Himmelrich, Eric Bedell, all tuned in right now. I know they're watching, big admirers of the game. Nice to see that so many people are watching right now back home. Hopefully they're learning a thing or two here and not just at the bar, passed out on the floor.
Yeah, one would hope. Jordan. Let's hope they don't follow in your footsteps.
I'm still standing.
That's right. still sound like you know what you're talking about.
After all, it is only 7:30 here. 8:30 back home, so they've been out of work for a couple hours now.
Yep. Long weekend here.
Long weekend ahead, yeah. MLK Day.
Will you be at work on Monday?
I will be there. Got to get back training. Never a day off. We've got the North American Open next week.
It's true.
Yes, left. 12-9.
Do you find that marathon training helps you out in this game?
Well, it can go either way.
13-9.
It certainly is different, and it helps your stamina, lung capacity, VO2 max. But it does reinforce those long-distance muscles as opposed to your short, quick twitch muscles. And
13-10.
you know, having to combine the training of both is really great, and being able to do that full time is something that I love doing, and hopefully we'll be doing for many years to come. So I definitely feel
for
like
your sake too.
Well, thanks, Ned. I appreciate that.
Jordan, one of the more active people you'll ever meet.
Not a fan of sitting still. It looks like we're at a match ball here.
That's right.
Let's see if these young guys can answer back. One quick answer could be the difference. Again, you see Johnny playing a little defensively here. Trying to get that ball to the back, even though he's in a tough spot. Mikey covering for him. And an air to end the match. Johnny Smith and Mikey Ferreira take that match 3-love.
That ends a great day of squash. We will see you guys tomorrow. Tune in for the semifinals of the Racquet Club St. Louis Open. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.